Let me tell you about them. These men in hats and long coats. At first, I thought they weren't really there, but I see them more often now. I know they're coming. Management put floodlights in, new ones. The automatic kind that lights up when there's movement in the car lot. My neighbor's son came home 2 weeks ago, Aaron. And last night we're hanging out and we're talking about how he was traveling across the country with his girlfriend, and along the way he got caught up doing all sorts of drugs. We're talking about this and he says, I got into some weird circles and seen some weird shit. All these drugs and crimes. That's why they're watching me. I know things. I asked him what kind of things, and he shakes his head and asks me what I think about the new floodlights. I didn't mind. In fact, I thought they made the place safer, brighter. You know why they put them up, right? He asked me. No, why? To see into our homes better. Okay, I'm ready to tell you. And I know I'm the worst person for doing this, because that's how it starts. Once you begin to see them, then it's too late. I wish I'd never known. My roommates keep saying that odd things have gone missing. Plates, pots, buckets, tissue rolls, a dolly. It would be there one day and then gone the next. We looked everywhere and no one has seen them. They think someone's been in the house lately. Someone's taken our stuff. Aaron told me that on the second day of being home, he's in his living room watching TV. And suddenly he wakes up. He says Alf is on and he doesn't know why he woke up, but he's just suddenly awake. So he's just watching TV when apparently Alf says, because we're watching you. Like he looks straight at the screen and he says this. And from that day that happened, Aaron says he keeps seeing television programs that keep acting out scenarios that he had been through while on the road. The fights he and his girlfriend had, the clubs they went to, people they've met. It's as if something's reading his life like a book, playing it out on TV. I didn't believe him. He thinks something's after him. Or someone. That's crazy, right? Right? Some nights, I just wake up. I'm just awake in my bed all of a sudden, and I'm not tired at all. I'm just suddenly sitting up, awake. One night, I woke up in that weird way again. I went to get water and what did I find? The damn door was just hanging open. It's just open. I want to start locking my bedroom door at night. Aaron's girlfriend disappeared. He said people had been following them after they got their hands on some weird drug. I wasn't into that kind of stuff, but I was really curious at the time. What the hell was he talking about? Did you do the drug? I asked him. Yeah, just once, he said. It was some kind of shiny blue liquid you had to inject. And I don't mean in shiny as in bright. It was like slightly metallic and opalescent. What happened when you did it? Aaron shook his head. I already told you way too much. It's like, after I became aware, I started noticing things too. Is it a coincidence to hear people on the radio say exactly what you've been doing? I don't know who to trust anymore. I feel like I catch people looking at me when they think I'm not paying attention. I hear footsteps and see these men in black coats and hats hanging around more places. They're just doing normal stuff like buying cigarettes, drinking coffee, but I know they truly are. Have these people always been there and we just haven't noticed? Aaron told me about Zach. That's how he got the drug. The Zach person apparently had a hookup who was ex-military in some secret society or some weird shit like that. He said Zach was gonna help him score some for him and his new girlfriend because apparently his old one had broken up with him at the time because, quote, she was tripping. They all meet in a motel about an hour from the casino Aaron was working at. He gets there with his girlfriend and they wait 30 minutes. He was pissed that Zach was so late, but when he shows up, he's all sweaty and wide-eyed, panicked looking. Aaron thought he must have gotten high without him. He was pissed and demanded to know what was going on. That's when Zach showed him the drug. Those floodlights. Those damn floodlights. I was sleeping and I saw them come on through my curtain. It was the dead of the night. I peeked out and there wasn't a soul out there. It's been doing that lately, turning on and off. There's someone out there, I know it. They're always there and you just don't know it. They're watching everyone. These damn lights. Aaron said he was going to get his shit together, get straight, get a job, move out. But he's been missing since yesterday. I wanted to know what had Zach all weird and panicked, so I asked about it. Did Zach do the drugs? Aaron shook his head. Not that day, but the day before. He said, "Man, this is the craziest shit. I've never gotten a high like this." And I asked what he meant, and he tells me, it feels like everything shifts. Like reality, something just pulls it back like a curtain dropping. Everything is the same, but not. You begin to see things that weren't there. It's kind of like not being high at all. He continued. Zach explained it to Aaron. I did it more than once. I started seeing people how they truly were. Just programmed drones. And I started seeing these men in black coats. They were everywhere, man. They were making sure we were behaving like good little bees. Aaron told him he was batshit crazy, that he wasn't going to do drugs like that, but his new girlfriend convinced him otherwise. Zach opted out, of course, said he wasn't feeling well. While Aaron told me this, I felt I should have stopped him. I felt like whatever it was, I shouldn't have known, but I was just so curious. I think that damn light is broken. It won't turn on. I woke up, looked out the window, and saw two men there. They were standing in the lot facing my window. I thought they couldn't see me, but I saw them turn their heads and look my way. I can't see their faces. They were in those same damn hats, like something from a crime film, like a detective would wear. And then there was more movement. I noticed another one off to the left. I swear, I almost pissed myself. They know. They know. Aaron said he tried the drugs with his girlfriend, with Zach hanging around. He started checking windows, looking all around like he was being tailed by someone. He said he did them anyhow because at the time his life, the drugs, it had gotten to him. It made him desperate. So, him and his girlfriend shot up while Zach hid the rest of the drugs in the tank at the back of the toilet. Aaron said Zach had been right. As soon as they did it, it was like reality turned. I asked what he saw, and he was hesitant to say. I'll give a warning. Stop listening now if you want to remain safe. I can't protect whoever finds these tapes. Fuck it. By now you know too much, just like I did, and I'm sure you're curious. Once you know, though, you can't go back. What do they want? I got up to pee in the middle of the night. I stopped dead in my tracks when I saw someone in the closet across the hall. It was a man. He didn't move an inch, but I know he was there because his hat and his shoulders were silhouetted by the light coming from the small window in the closet. It was my roommate's closet, packed full of clothes. I'm sure a hat and coat would be hanging in the closet, but not like that. Not like that. He didn't move a fucking inch. I know the shadows aren't playing with me. He was there, in the closet waiting for me. I ran back to my room and locked the door. I would have to hold it till morning. The drugs, Aaron said, it made him see the world in a weird way. It became more colorful. Colors he couldn't name because he'd never seen them before. He said the room was the same but different. The bed of the motel looked like it was made out of some weird, wet-looking wood, more like a shell. And the blankets were still fabric, but definitely not cotton. They were just different. The walls had wires and cables running up and down. They were everywhere. In fact, Aaron said they were outside, too. When he looked out the window, he could see them covering everything. There were also buildings that shouldn't be there, and odd-looking guys standing around just watching everything. People walked past them as if they weren't there. He said his girlfriend and Zach had some chips and wires in their heads. Like, he could see the glowing lights under the flesh of their necks. He said it reminded him of the Matrix, except it was all too real. He wondered if he had the wires too. He asked his girlfriend. She checked and said yes. She saw the exact same thing that he saw. Everything. The wires, the weird buildings, the weird people. How could both of them hallucinate the same thing? Aaron told me. He said Zach said they weren't hallucinating, that he had saw the same things. He asked him where he got the drugs, and Zach said, remember my guy is ex-military? Dude got kicked out of some secret club thing. Kind of like a Freemason, but not. He knew shit. Aaron asked, what kind of drug is this? And Zach told him, the kind that shows you what's really going on. I went to Aaron's place. The door was open. He hasn't been there for a few days now. It's weird. I've been wondering why they're telling him so hard. Why do they keep hanging around here? And I was right. I went to the bathroom. He said at the motel, Zach hid something in the toilet, in the tank at the back of the toilet. I thought they had to be following him for a reason, more than doing a stupid drug once or twice. So I checked his toilet, and there was a bag inside. I took it. To whoever finds these tapes, I didn't make them because I wanted to be remembered. I won't even give you my name. I'm sure by now I'm gone. Do not look for me or try to trace these tapes back. You may not believe anything you've heard. Maybe that's for the best. But if you look closely, if you pay attention, you'll notice things aren't as they seem. I don't know why they are doing this, but if you start to see those strange men in coats and hats, then you're one step closer to the truth. Maybe we're being controlled, or maybe we simply can't handle the truth. I don't know. All I wanted to do was make you aware, to spread the truth. I know I'm not a good person for this, but they can't get us all.